if you're watching Twitter, The Athletic just put out a hit piece on Coach Prime. Okay, so they put out this hit piece and they said, where are all the players now? If you're reading the story, it's about the players who got cut last offseason. 53 different players were sent to the transfer portal by Coach Prime and his staff. And nobody agreed with it. The world was kind of taken back by it. And the way they did it was with zero compassion, zero empathy. We didn't recruit these kids. They got to go. Right? That's what he did. Now, they've interviewed some of those players, and I'm not saying they got an axe to grind. I'm not saying they're disgruntled. What I'm saying is they are young. They don't understand the reality of life. The reality of life is sometimes you're going to be fired. Sometimes there's going to be a breakup, and it's not always nice. It's not always, hey, man, let's figure out what the plan is next. Let's take care of you. It's not that shit. Sometimes they just send you on your way. And you might have been working hard, want to work there. Adults get laid off. Every one of these players is an adult. It's unfortunate, but they're all making money, theoretically. People want to make money in the NIL days. If you want to make money, you're going to be treated like an employee. And I don't know if you guys know how that works, but the shit gets ugly. Now, many of you have reached out to me over and over again in the comments. Hey, Rico, I got a good idea for a video. Do a video about all the transfers and where they ended up. Well, here's your video. Here's all the transfers and where they ended up. Here's the chart. Here's the graphic. I posted it on Twitter, and I'm putting it in this video. 53 players, some unsigned, some never made it, some at the FCS level, some still at the FBS level, obviously some graduating, some moving on to bigger and better things. But the players are listed here. I'm not here to shit on these players. I'm not here to say they didn't belong at Colorado. What I'm here to do is ask The Athletic, why the hell are you bringing up this topic right now? Is there a player at Colorado right now who was cut in a way that they went out and reached out to you and said, hey, we need to talk about this? Or are you rehashing an experience from last year? I'm going to say something. I don't think Coach Prime knows how to cut players. I don't think Coach Prime is well versed at sending players to the portal. I don't think he knows how to do it. I think he's abrupt. He's abrasive. You know why? He's got no practice at it. It was his first time doing it, and he had to do it to 53 different people, and he had to cut them. And it's like that scene in Moneyball. You guys ever seen the movie Moneyball? Brad Pitt's talking to the fat guy, Jonah Hill, and he's like, yo, you know how to cut somebody? And the guy's like, yeah, sorry to do this. He's like, no, don't do that. They're professionals. Just tell them they're cut and send them on their way. Now, I'm not saying that's what Coach Prime did. What I'm saying is, as the years go on, as a head coach, you will learn how to fire somebody. You will. You will learn how to fire somebody. You will learn how to let them down easy. You will learn their personalities. You will learn that you can chop it up with them and say certain things. You see Coach Prime. When he cuts a player, whether it be a black player or a white player, it's two different ways to cut them. He'll write to him and say, hey, tell your mom I love her. Tell the fam I love them. If you need anything, reach back out. God bless. All that God bless, brother this, brother, he's not saying that to Chase Penry. He's not saying that to, Owen McCown. He's saying that to a guy he has experience with and a relationship with. And I get it, man. We all adapt to how we're cutting players. But Coach Prime's going to get better at his job. Did he cut these players correctly? No. I bet he's doing it better this offseason. I bet he knows the players a little better this offseason, and he knows who he's cutting. You know why? Because he recruited these players. The players he's sending to the transfer portal nowadays, he knows them. He's had a year with them. Might know their names. He recruited them. Look, man, if I bought an apartment complex tomorrow, if I want it to be successful, I don't just put a sign out front that says under new management. That's that shit they do in the hood, hoping you won't notice. They just throw a new coat of paint on it, call an exterminator, spray for the cockroaches, and then be like, yeah, it's ready to be moved into. Same fucking building, bro. Same school district. Same residents. I'm buying an apartment complex. I'm throwing everybody out. And we're going to find new residents. And I'm going to vet every single one of them. Because I don't know who you brought in. I didn't talk to none of these guys. I didn't recruit these guys. I'm okay with Coach Prime hitting the reset button and starting from scratch. I'm not okay with continually treating players like that year in and year out. Now, yes, it's the NIL era. We're going to treat them like employees. They make money. We're going to treat them like that. I'm going to say these adults got a harsh dose of reality. But you know what? A divorce is never easy. Everybody always thinks it's going to be amicable. Everybody always thinks you're going to be friends. We're going to keep it cool until you get into court and one guy says one thing, you say another. We start going back and forth. The litigation gets nuts. And now all of a sudden, I don't like you. It's never easy. So here we are. How many of these breakups were supposed to be easy? Some of these guys ain't said a damn thing. And then some won't stop saying the same thing. Well, you didn't know me. He didn't talk to me in an elevator. He didn't do. You know what, man? We've been there 100 times over. I don't go relive it every fucking year. Every off season, I don't go talk to the Athletic and be like, I got fired that one time. And they fired me in a cold-blooded way, man. They didn't even call me at home. They let me drive all the way to the building. I walked in, and then they told me I was fired. They made me work the whole day, and then they told me I was fired. They could have just called me at home, and I wouldn't have drove in and wasted my gas. We know these stories. I think the Athletic is ridiculous, and I'm not even mad at Xavier Smith. Let's get this out there right now. No one needs to be dragging Xavier Smith. That young man played at Langston Hughes here in Georgia. He played at Hughes for 3 years. He was a quarterback, a running back, a wide receiver, a DB. He was everything, and he was great. He got them to the state title game. They didn't win, but he got them there. That's a good kid, and he went to Austin Peay. Going playing for Coach Walden, that's a good team, man. That's a good player, good kid. I won't be dragging him like that. I just think the Athletic, the adults, the Athletic, cold and calculated, out there rehashing this story, that's bullshit, bro. That's bullshit. Your friends don't know, but Rico knows.